as the Executive Director for Intelligence Community Whistleblowing and Source Protection until 2017. He is now a managing partner of the law firm Tully, Rinckey, and I mispronounced your surname, so apologies, sir. Dan, if I could start with some of the President's comments, basically questioning what the whistleblowers saying, what's contained in the complaint, saying that it was all hearsay. Presumably, the process, though, guards against the very thing the President is talking about.
Well, the first thing to note is that the President of the United States is charged with protecting the whistleblower at this point. That's why this is awkward, because the disclosure is about him. So Stephen Miller's wrong. The President is not the whistleblower. He's the protector of whistleblowers. The motive of a whistleblower is completely extraneous to protection. When Congress wrote the law knowing that whistleblowers might have all sorts of different ideas about why they're blowing the whistle. All they had to do was have a credible, urgent concern to report, and then the process, as long as it's done lawfully, goes forward, and the whistleblower should stay in their job and not be reprised against or harassed by the executive branch.
But you have reporting suggesting who this whistleblower might be, that they are from an intelligence background. There is obviously a huge focus on the identity of this person. I mean, is there security at risk? Are there things in place to safeguard them?
Well, the fortunate situation for the whistleblower is that the President actually has very little personnel authority within the executive branch. So it is the senior officials within the agency this whistleblower belongs to that are now charged with protecting the whistleblower. So even when the identity is eventually revealed, which I'm sure it'll probably come out, I don't think it's a good idea that come out, but if the agency that has the whistleblower under their charge steps in and makes sure that the whistleblower is not reprised against, it'll be uncomfortable for the whistleblower, but the whistleblower can still go forward with a very meaningful career.
Dan, the President's been talking in the last few minutes. I don't have the video yet, but I've got a transcript of the conversation. And again, he seems to be inferring that he's trying to find out the identity of the whistleblower. He's asked about it. He says, we're trying to find out about a whistleblower who reports things that are incorrect. And he goes on to say, the statement of the President of Ukraine was perfect, but the whistleblower reportedly gave a totally different statement. Adam Schiff, that's the Republican congressman who, of course, is the chair of the Intelligence Committee, made up what I said. So he's still pushing this line that he's going after the whistleblower. Now, I don't know much about US legislation, but I know the Whistleblower Protection Act is supposed to keep his identity secret, or her identity secret.
That's right, and that's why the head of the agency that has this whistleblower within it is charged with stepping in at this point. If I was the head of that agency, I'd reach out to the President who appointed me. That's what the head of the agency is appointed by the President, and I would tell the White House, hey, time to back off. The chairman of the committees have said back off. It's in the President's best interest, because the more he makes these statements, the more he provides evidence of motive to reprise if there ever should have to be a hearing to determine whether the whistleblower was harassed or retaliated against. So there are other aspects of the federal government that need to step in and do their job.
Well, could it go further than that? Could it be an obstruction of justice?
It certainly could be an obstruction of justice, and that gets into the equation about what laws may have been violated. Whether there was a strong arming of a foreign power, I'm sure we've had strong arming of foreign powers by American presidents in the past. But if there was a tampering with the election laws through that process, or if there was a mishandling or misuse of federal information systems or classified systems, all of that could be actionable under both criminal law and administrative law. And the President's actions could be seen as obstruction in that context. But the officials that are really on the hook here are the ones just below the President, the people with the access to the systems. If there are violations, my sense is they may have occurred at a level just below the President.
Dan Meyer, I think I've pronounced your name right this
time.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, the divide in the nation is actually playing out